and aquarium guy. In fact, he's got his snorkel on right now. Jake Wood. Hey, Mr. Jake, how are you today?
Good morning, Robert. Good morning, Erin.
Morning.
Where are we? I was going to say the soon-to-be-opened new downtown aquarium. We're still on schedule, soon to be opened. In fact, where are we right now? How's things going?
Things are going, can we use swimmingly?
Yeah.
Is that a good aquarium pun for you? Things are moving along terrifically. Really a different place every single time that I walk in there. We took a quick trip down to Baton Rouge for a meeting last week, and I came in on a Monday and walked in 2 days later, and they had the bases for two of the bigger tanks that we'll have already complete. And it just kind of changed the landscape of the inside. They've got HVAC units that they've already stuck on earlier this week. We'll have a full video update on our Facebook page a little bit later today. So it's coming along very, very nicely. There's a parking lot full of contractors there every single day helping us make sure that we're going to stay on time.
Jake, you had a job fair. 1,000 people show up to apply for the jobs. Was that a surprise for you?
The response has been tremendous. I certainly was not expecting 1,000 people to sign up. And a little clarification: we've got 1,500 signed up for our job fairs now.
Wow.
So we'll continue those job fairs on Saturday and Sunday in the Red River District.
Jake, I was looking at some of the available jobs online. Help me out with that. I didn't know there was going to be a bar and restaurant as part of this facility. Tell us about that.
Oh, absolutely. So we're going to have SALT, which is going to be a new American sustainable dining restaurant. So it's going to be a nice, polished, casual experience. So not a quick cafeteria cafe that you're going to be grabbing a hot dog on your way out. This is going to be a actual dining experience. We're going to serve Louisiana seafood, a new kind of flavor on recipes in there. We've got our executive chef, Konstantin Plavnik. He's a really talented guy. He's opened several restaurants, and he's got some great things up his sleeve. I mean, we'll have full bar there, oyster bar. The patio itself behind the barn well is going to be kind of created into a nice outdoor seating area. We'll have some garage doors that are in the wall that go up that kind of open up the flow between the restaurant and the patio. So we'll be the only riverfront dining on the Shreveport side of the river, and we'll also be the only patio riverfront dining on the Shreveport side of the river.
Jake, pardon me just a second. Let me play devil's advocate for just a moment. The recent history of fine dining restaurants downtown is not stellar. What makes you think this one's going to fly?
Well, since this one's not exactly fine dining, this one it's going to be more of a polished casual. So certainly you think into your mind something that you can wear a pair of jeans and a nice shirt to with a great price point. It's not going to be something that we're going to price folks out of being able to enjoy a meal with us. We want folks to be able to come in and experience it, and being able to make that price attainable is part of what we're trying to do.
Jake, let me ask you about this. There's some criticism that all of the jobs are part-time jobs. React to that.
So the part-time jobs are the ones that we're hiring for with the job fairs now. We've got, I'm looking right now at an event that we're at right now, and I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 full-time jobs that we've already filled so far. So our full-time staff is in place. And we've got more of our full-time folks starting with us here in the next couple of weeks as well. So the part-time jobs are the ones that we're working on filling at this point. But there is a full-time team that has been put into place at the aquarium as well, with mostly local talent.
The announcement last year, I guess, saying that we would create 45 to 50 new jobs for the area. Are those going to be 45 to 50 full-time jobs?
No, those won't be 45 to 50 full-time jobs. That's all of the jobs that we have, and that number has actually increased to closer to 60 jobs in total. But there is a little bit of a silver lining to the only part-time side. The restaurant and the aquarium will be different entities, so folks can apply for the restaurant as well as the aquarium and work at both places.
When you announced this, was the restaurant part of the deal? I mean, was that part of what y'all pitched to the city?
There was always a restaurant concept in the idea of the aquarium itself. This particular concept is a little bit newer. We've been working on the salt concept for quite some time now, but it certainly wasn't our original concept. We had a few things we needed to put into place, and once we were able to get those into place, we knew that we had a home run of a restaurant that we could put in there. And it went to the plans. Jake,
back to the aquarium side. Sure. I would assume you've got to have, and I certainly don't know what the terminology would, a head fish guy.
Curator.
And a curator is good, but let's say head fish guy. So you've got to hire a head fish guy. Where do you track one of these guys down?
And you're looking for a husbandry assistant. What the heck is that?
Yeah, who is he? Where do they come from?
Our head fish guy, or our curator, is what we'll put on his business card. But I really like head fish guy,
okay.
So I'm going to kick that over to the HR folks.
I think he'd go for it.
We'll see if we can make that change. We'll be making the announcement who's coming over to be our curator for the aquarium. But the guy that is coming into that slot is currently the curator for a major aquarium off in a different place.
Okay.
We'll certainly release more about him as soon as we make our leadership announcement. But this guy is a bar none expert, and he will oversee the animal husbandry assistant. So,
what's a husbandry? Yeah, what's he do?
You don't need to know. Your record is not good.
Am I qualified to be a husbandry assistant?
Anyone's qualified to be a husbandry assistant because actually the head fish guy is going to be the one that teaches you. He'll oversee this whole host of people.
Actually, Jake, Erin's more qualified to be a husbandry assistant after a couple of martinis.
Yeah,
but that's another story. Listen, we appreciate.
You can have him in salt.
We appreciate. You got one more?
Opening date still in August?
Still in August. We are trucking away, and we'll announce that grand opening date here soon.